Hi there, I'm Aman and you're watching PTO classes. So, in the previous video of grammar, we have done kinds of noun. After that, we did diary writing, but that is writing section. And in grammar, particularly, we have done kinds of nouns. So, nouns, you all know what are nouns, and um, we have done kinds of noun after that, and now we have kinds of pronouns for today's lecture. So I'm sure that you all have been learning pronouns from the very beginning. Pronoun, as we can see from the word itself, it is uh, it is coming it is being created as a word that is created after nouns. So we have added pro before noun and it has become pronoun. So pronouns are the words that replaces nouns in a sentence. So in this video we are going to deeply understand that what are some kinds of pronouns and where to use them, and we will do some exercises based on it also. I have divided this lecture into two parts. First part we have covered three kinds of nouns, and the rest we have covered in the second part. So we have done exercises on the basis of this division only. We have done two exercises in this video, and we will do the rest of the exercises in the next video. You will do the exercises with pencil in your book itself, and you will note down the definitions of pronouns in your grammar notebooks as you have done for kinds of nouns. So let's start our today's lecture. Kinds of pronouns. So in this video we are going to cover the kinds of pronouns, but before going into that, let us take a flashback into the pronouns. You must have been studying pronouns from very beginning, but we will just cover it shortly so that you have a clear understanding of its kinds. So let's see what pronouns are and why do we need to use pronouns. So pronouns are the words used in place of nouns. So the words which we use in place of nouns are called pronouns. And why do we use them in place of nouns? Uh, let's understand by taking the help of an example. Suppose we have the sentence that Amit is my best friend. So here Amit is the noun. Amit is my best friend. Amit and I study in the same school. Amit lives nearby my house. Amit and I play together. See the four sentences we have seen, and what we are doing is we are repeating the noun Amit again and again. Amit is my best friend. Amit and I study in the same school. Amit lives nearby my house. Amit and I play together. So see how confusing it is sounding. So what we do, we replace the noun Amit with the pronoun in the sentences. And what pronoun we use? See, Amit is my best friend. We study in the same school. See, we have replaced the pronoun. Uh, we replace the noun Amit and pronoun I with what? With we. So we have made the sentence more grammatically correct and more easy to write or understand. See, Amit is my best friend. We study in the same school. He lives nearby my house. So see, we have used the words we, the pronouns we and he here. So we is the we and he both are personal pronoun that we will see in the kinds of pronouns. But let's keep on to the pronouns for the moment. Amit and I study in the same school. We have replaced with we. We study in the same school. He lives nearby my house. We play together. So what we have done, we have replaced the noun with the pronouns, and we have replaced I also, that is a pronoun itself, but we have replaced it with pronoun because we want to use uh, the plural form of the pronoun. We have replaced Amit and I with the plural pronoun we. So now I hope it is clear to you that why do we need to use pronoun in place of noun, just to make the sentence more better. So we have used the pronoun in place of noun. So we have made the sentence very easy. Now see that what are the major kinds of pronouns. There are majorly 8 kinds of pronouns that we study in grammar basically. So we will cover all the 8 kinds of pronouns in this chapter, and in this particular video we will cover the first 3 kinds of pronouns that you need to study. So now we are starting our chapter, kinds of pronoun. So the first kind of pronoun is the personal pronoun. What is the first kind of pronoun? The personal pronoun. So see the definition. The personal pronouns refer to 3 pronouns. So the personal pronoun is related with 3 pronouns. You have understood the meaning of pronoun, that the words used in place of noun. So the personal pronoun refers to 3 such pronouns of first, second and third persons. The 3 persons have subjective, objective and possessive cases. So what are these 3 cases? We will see in the video. So first understand what are personal pronouns. A personal pronoun is a short word we use as a simple substitute. You know the meaning of substitute? The thing which we use in place of something. So a personal pronoun is a short word we use as a simple substitute for the proper name of a person. I have given you the example of Amit. We have used the pronoun he. So the personal pronoun is a short word we use for simply for the proper name of a person, in place of a proper name of a person. Each of the personal pronouns shows us the grammatical person, gender, number and case of the noun it replaces. So it refers to the first person, second person or third person. It replaces or the number of persons that are there, that is singular and plural. So we replace the singular or plural noun with a singular or plural personal pronoun. So the name of a person is replaced by a personal pronoun. Let's take the example that the similar example that I have given you while explaining pronoun. So let's take the example that Shraddha is my best friend. Shraddha lives nearby my house. So here the noun Shraddha, the name of a person, is there. We have replaced it with personal pronouns. See how? Shraddha is my best friend. She lives nearby my house. We have replaced the noun with the pronoun, the personal pronoun she. So got it? The pronouns which replaces the name of a particular person is the personal pronoun. Got it? Now we will study that what are the subject pronouns, the objective pronouns, the possessive pronouns. So let's take a look. So now we will see that what are subject pronouns, the subjective pronouns, objective pronouns and the possessive pronouns. So coming to the first, the subjective pronoun. What are subjective pronouns? See the first, what are these? I, we, you, he, she, it, they, who. So all these are subjective pronouns. First, make it clear in your head that what are the subjective and objective pronouns in the sentence. First, understand that what is subject and object of a sentence. Subject is the thing in the sentence which tells us who or what the sentence is about. An object is the subject receives the action in the sentence. The object receives the action in the sentence. Subject tells us that about whom the sentence is, and the object tells us that what action it is receiving in the sentence. What is the action that is being taken place in the sentence. For example, Sham lives nearby my house. Here Sham is the subject and nearby my house is the object and lives is the verb. So see, similarly subjective pronouns are the pronouns that tells us who or what the sentence is about, and objective pronouns receive the action in the sentence. So sometimes the subjective pronouns are written in the starting of the sentences. See the examples. Subjective pronouns I, we, you, he, she, it. So all these are the pronouns about whom the action is taking place. And objective pronouns me, you, me, us, you, him, her, it, them, whom are the objective pronouns because to them the action is having. See the possessive pronouns now: mine, ours, yours, his, hers. So all the pronouns that shows some possession. See that this book is mine. It is showing the possession that you this book belongs to you. So the possession, whenever the possession is shown, it is the possessive pronoun. And subjective pronouns about whom the action is taking place in the sentence, and objective pronouns the receiver of that action is the objective pronouns. The examples are here. You have to memorize all the kinds of subjective and objective and possessive pronouns. That what are they? I, we, you, he, she, it, they, who. So all the pronouns about whom the action is taking place, and objective pronouns those who are receiving the action. They live nearby us. So here they is the subjective pronoun about whom the action is taking place, that they lives nearby us. So us is the objective pronoun because it is receiving the action. They lives nearby us. So they is in the subjective part of the sentence, and the objective part is receiving the action in the sentence. Now see the singular forms of the pronouns. The first person I, we, I. The first person I is the singular form of the pronoun, and this is the subject. The subject I is the first person, whereas me, that is the objective pronoun, is also singular and it is the first person. It is the first person only, that me, I am talking about myself. So me is the first person and it is the objective pronoun because it comes in the receiving end. She was talking to me. So here me is the objective pronoun, while she is the subjective pronoun. Don't get confused. doers, the ones who are doing some action, are the subjective pronouns, and the ones against whom the action is taking place are the objective pronouns. So the first person of subjective pronoun in singular form is I, me. I in the subjective form, objective form me, and possessive form mine. In second person, you is the subjective pronoun in singular form, and objective is also you, and your or yours is the possessive form, possessive pronoun in the singular form. And the third person about whom we talk in the singular form in subjective pronoun, the masculine, the male form he, the objective form him, we should go with him. Here we is the subjective, and he with him is the objective. So him is the objective pronoun, and it is in the third form. It is in the third form. And the possessive pronoun his. Got it? In the feminine form also, she, her, and hers. In the neuter, that doesn't have any gender, it, and its. So you must make this chart in your notebook, and you must learn it very carefully. That in the first person, the singular form of the subjective pronoun is I, and in the first form only, the first person only, the singular form of the objective pronoun is me. So this you have to memorize all the three persons according to the singular form and in the three kinds of pronouns. So this you must read very carefully. Now in the plural form, see the persons are there. The first, second, and third person is already there. The first person for the subjective pronoun in the plural form is we. So we should go with them. So them is the objective pronoun, and we is the subjective pronoun. I have already told you that what is subjective and objective. Subjective is the one who is doing some action, and objective is receiving the action. So here the chart is there, you must read it very carefully. In a sentence, subject pronoun can replace a noun that is the subject of a sentence. Example, Manoj teaches in this school. Manoj teaches in this school. He is a good teacher. Manoj teaches in this school. He is a good teacher. Here it is in the singular form, and it is the we have used the third person he. So it is subjective only, but it is the third person. And subjective pronoun can a subjective noun can a noun that is in the subjective part of the sentence can only be replaced by a subjective pronoun. A subjective pronoun can replace a noun that is in the subjective part of the sentence. See, the subjective part, the one who is doing the action, Manoj is doing the action, so the subjective pronoun will only replace it. The objective pronoun will not replace it. See, Manoj teaches in this school. Him is a good teacher. It will not be the case. He will only replace the subjective noun. Now coming to the next category, the demonstrative pronouns. Demonstrative pronouns point out specific person, places, or things. See, the demonstration. What is a demonstration? When we show something, when we demonstrate something. So all the pronouns that are showing something, that are pointing out something, are called demonstrative pronouns. See the example. This is my school. These are my friends. That is my house. Those are my friends. So all the pronouns that are showing something, that are pointing out about something, are demonstrative pronouns. It is very easy. That and those are also demonstrative pronoun. This and these. So this, these, that, those, which shows, which points out something, are demonstrative pronouns. Now coming to the last kind of pronouns, that is the reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns are used as the objects of verbs and refer to the same person or things as denoted by the subject of the verbs. So reflexive pronouns are used as the objects. I have already told you that what are the subject and objects of the sentence. The subject about the subject who is doing some action, and the object is the receiver of that action. So the reflexive pronouns are the objects. See the sentence, I can do my work myself. Here I is the subject and myself is the object, because it is receiving end of the sentence. So I is the subject. I is what kind of subjective what person? I is the first person. It is the singular first person and it is the subjective pronoun, whereas me is the objective pronoun in the first person. So it is clear that what is a reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronouns are used as the objects. So all the words like myself, himself, herself, themselves, all these are reflexive pronouns. The words like herself, himself, themselves, itself, so all these are the reflexive pronouns. Whenever the words ending with self are there, the words ending with self are there are known as reflexive pronouns. Clear? That what are reflexive pronouns? So what we have studied: personal pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, and reflexive pronoun. Personal pronoun are refer to the pronouns in three persons: the first person, second person, and third person. These persons have three cases: subjective, objective, and possessive. The subjective pronouns are the ones who are doing some action, objective are receiving the action, and possessive are showing some belongingness. See, this book is mine. Mine is the possessive pronoun. This cat is yours. This cat is yours. So yours is the possessive pronoun. It is showing the possession of someone. So this is possessive pronoun, and the subjective pronoun is the subject of a sentence. So the objective is the receiving end. We have discussed the chart also. You have to draw the chart. You can draw the chart in one page only. I have covered two pages for that chart because of the space of slide. So you can make that in a particular page. So the second, we have studied the demonstrative pronoun, the pronoun that demonstrates something, that points out to specific person, place, or thing. The pronouns are this, these, that, and those. This is my book. That is your school. These are my friends. Those are your things. So all these are showing, all these are pointing out some particular person, place, or things. So these are demonstrative pronouns. Now the last, the reflexive pronoun, the pronouns that are used as the objects. Objects, you already know that the receiving end of the sentence, objects of the verbs, and refer to the same person or things denoted by the subjects of the verb, are known as reflexive pronouns. The pronouns which end in self are known as reflexive pronoun. Example: myself, himself, herself, itself, themselves. So all these are reflexive pronouns. Now we will do the exercise A and B from your book, and I will explain some of the sentences and you will do the rest of the sentences on your own. Got it? Now we will see the sentences. See the first exercise, the exercise A. Underline the correct pronouns given in the sentences. So few sentences are given in the exercise. You have to underline which pronoun you will use in the sentence. You will just mark, you will put a tick in the book. So the first sentence is, the boy kicked the ball. The boy kicked the ball, full stop. Now we have the bracket. We have he, she, it and they in the bracket. Now complete the sentence. The boy kicked the ball, dash, bounced and fell beyond the fence. So what pronoun we will use? We are talking about the ball, so we will use the pronoun it, because it is non-living thing. It is a thing, so we will use it for it. So the boy kicked the ball, it bounced and fell beyond the fence. See the second one. My mother baked a cake, then dash kept dash to decorate. My mother baked a cake, then she kept it to decorate. She is the personal pronoun, and she is the subjective pronoun. We have used it in the third person and in the singular form, she. So my mother baked a cake, then she kept it to decorate. We can't use he for our mother, because she's because it is a female gender, and see, the cake is non-living, so we use it. Now see the sixth sentence. My mother scolded my brother. She told dash to stop playing computer games. She told him to stop playing computer games. Now see the seventh. The football player stopped the ball and kicked it into the goal. So clear how to use the pronouns in the sentences. You have to just mark the right option in your book. Now coming to the B exercise. See, use the reflexive pronouns from the box to fill in the blanks below. So you know that what are reflexive pronouns? The pronouns that ends in self, in by self, and the pronouns which are used as the object of the verb and refer to the same person or things. So first one, see the first sentence. The boy hurts dash while playing in the park. So the boy hurts, themselves can't be there, yourself can't be there, itself can't be there. What can be there? Himself. The boy hurt himself, and the boy hurts himself while playing in the park. Now the second, children, please try to control yourself. We are talking about the second person. Children, try to control yourself. Got it? The possessive pronoun, the possessive personal pronoun with the reflexive pronoun. So it has become yourself. Now the fifth sentence. The girl child weighs itself. The girl child weighs herself. Sorry, I have written wrong here. Maybe I was writing the another number here, but in the fifth sentence it will be herself, not itself. The girl child weighs herself. Got it? For the girl child we have used herself. Now coming to the ninth. They dash shook hands and made up after the fight. So they is there, so we will use themselves. They themselves shook hands and made up after the fight. where itself will be used? Itself will be used for the things which are non-living. The itself will be used for the things. Got it? So these were the exercises, 2 exercises from your book. We have covered it, and we will do the rest of the exercises in the next video, along with the explanation of the rest of the 5 kinds of pronouns. So I hope you have understood what are the 3 kinds of pronouns, and do this work in your fair notebook, and do the exercise in your grammar notebook. If you have any confusion, you can ask me. So thank you so much for watching the video. Thank you so much.